Hey guys, it's December 25th. It's Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm sitting out here in my Jeep today. I don't drive this vehicle that often. The gas mileage is just horrible, and I think it's like 10 miles to the gallon. I'll have to show you take a picture and post it up on Instagram or something for you guys to see. It's a big lifted Jeep with big mud tires and all that stuff on it. And actually, this is one of our vehicles. All of us drive off-road vehicles basically because our driveway is so bad. And when it rains where I live at, it washes the driveway out. And if you don't have a four-wheel drive vehicle, you're not getting up here. I mean, we live on a private drive, and it's about a half-mile drive, and then we live up on a very, very big hill, and when it rains, that hill washes out, and without four-wheel drive, you're not getting up in here. And I usually drive my van, which is my favorite vehicle. I've owned tons and tons of cars over the years. I think I've had like 28 cars over my lifetime. Not all mine vehicles that my wife had, but, I still drove them here and there. And I've had everything from a Porsche to a Camaro and big lifted trucks, all kinds of stuff. And this is actually my second Jeep. I used to have a two-door Jeep back in the day, and then I got this four-door one about 5-6 years ago or something like that. Anyway, the point is my soccer dad van is actually my favorite vehicle I've ever owned. I used to despise vans, and my wife had brought it up in the past. Let's get a van, and I was like, I'm not driving a van. But after owning one, man, I love that thing. It is the most awesome vehicle in the world. It's a Honda Odyssey, and I think it's like a 2015 or something. But I bought it right before COVID happened, and or right at the beginning of COVID. And man, I love that vehicle. All the seats can lay down, and it's basically a truck. I've been really wanting to take my boys on a camping trip in that van and sleep in it. I think that'd be really awesome. I've really wanted to do that one day. Just put an air mattress back there and travel like across the U.S. with my kids and just sleep in the back of the van. But we're gonna have to wait to do that until I get a little bit better. I'm too afraid to go too far away just with my condition and everything. I just brought up the fact that I used to drive a Porsche, and I'll tell you a quick little story about that. That's actually how I met my wife. I had gone to a party. It was actually around Christmas time, and I went to a party with my wife's cousin. We had been friends for years, and we went to this party and had a bet with each other. Like, let's see who can get the most phone numbers. And we went through the party, and I got a whole bunch of phone numbers, and I'm pretty sure I won that night. But anyway, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and the party was pretty much over, and there were some people on the back porch shooting some pool. And my wife's cousin said, "Have you met my cousin?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And he introduced me to my wife, and I gave her my phone number and said, "Give me a call sometime." And that was pretty much it. And we left, and the next day I was driving to work, and my wife's friend, who was with her that night, saw me driving down the road through a neighborhood, and called my wife and said, "I just saw that guy you met last night, and he drives a Porsche." And she was like, "Get out of here." So anyway, so she called me. This was back in the day of the StarTAC phone. I had one of those StarTACs, and I answered, and she's like, "Do you drive a Porsche?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, I want to come see it. And she came out to my job and saw the car. It was a lipstick red Porsche 944 Turbo. 1986, I think. Anyway, as soon as she saw that car, it was on from then, and we've been together ever since. So that's a quick story about how I met my wife. Sorry if I'm not looking all that great today. I haven't been feeling very well the past couple days. You know, it's one of the horrible things about alcohol is it just destroys your body. And you know, I've said previously my pancreas is pretty much shot. I've had multiple procedures on my pancreas this year alone. Have another procedure coming up on January the 4th, having another ERCP done, and they're going to remove the 2 stents that are in that pancreatic duct and replace them, and they're going to put 3 in this time. They're actually trying to stretch that duct open, and hopefully by the end of 2024, all those stents will be pulled out, and I'll be able to go on with my life and not have any stents in there anymore, and that's the plan. So I'm praying that that works out. From what he told me in this last procedure, that I've got 4 more procedures over the next year, and hopefully this will be over and done with, but like, we'll have to see. There's some other options out there. They've talked about placing me on pancreatic arrest for 8 weeks, and they'll have to put a feeding tube in. I won't be able to eat anything. All I can do is drink water, and I guess I'll have to pour in whatever the solution is that I'll be eating. They've actually also discussed actually removing my pancreas, and I really hope that we don't have to do either of the 2 of those. It's just really scare the living you-know-what out of me, and I don't want to do it. So I'm really praying that they're able to get this resolved over the next year, and I can move on. But I've just been I've been suffering really bad the past few days with some really serious GI issues. I had a really hard time going to sleep last night. Well, actually I fell asleep, but then I woke up and my stomach was just hurting so bad all night last night. We got back from my in-laws' house. We went over there yesterday to do our Christmas at my wife's parents, and you know, open up presents and everything. And my mother-in-law prepared a bunch of food, and I didn't want to be rude. You know, I wanted to be as polite as possible, and I ate more than I probably should have. I usually don't eat eat very much solid food to begin with, and what solid food I do eat is fresh vegetables and fruits, and really lean meat. And you know, this time of year, the kind of food that people are preparing is not the most healthy in the world, and it's high in fat, and everything's deep fried, and cheesecake bites and all that kind of stuff. And of course there were cheesecake bites, and I ate a couple of those, and then I ate some other food, and she had like some cheese and crackers and summer sausage and stuff, and that stuff is just so high in fat, and I'm really supposed to watch the amount of fat that I eat. And I overdid it yesterday. I didn't really eat that much, but I overdid it. I knew better, and ended up getting a really bad stomach ache while I was over there yesterday. And we came home, and I laid down in the bed, fell asleep, and then woke up in the middle of the night with just a crippling stomach ache. It was making my back hurt really bad. I had to go get in the bathtub, and then I had to get a heating pad out and ice pack. So usually what I'll do is I'll put a heating pad on my back, and I'll get some ice packs, and I'll put them on my stomach right where my pancreas is, like right here. And that usually tends to help out a lot. But that's what I had to do last night to get to sleep, and then I would wake up because those heating pads sometimes can get so hot, and you'll start sweating, and then the ice pack, of course, melts, and then I had to go get another one. And it's just been a really rough couple of days for me. I'm sorry if I, you know, sound really tired and look really tired right now. It's been a few sleepless nights just dealing with all my GI issues. So, you know, like I said, it's one of those things that comes along with the alcohol, is it really plays a huge number on your GI system. You know, alcohol destroys your pancreas, it destroys your liver, your esophagus, your stomach, and it's caused me your gallbladder. It's caused me so many problems with my GI, and I deal with stomach issues all the time. And if you're looking for a reason not to drink, I promise you that is one of the biggest reasons not to drink, is because of the havoc that it wreaks on your GI. I mean, it just destroys it. And I've had some stomach aches before that, I mean, I'm telling you, I couldn't even think because my stomach hurt so bad. So if you're looking for a reason not to drink, that is definitely one. Another quick little story real fast, and then I'm going to get off of here. But I just wanted to tell this little quick story that it was around this time last year. I'd gone to see my GI doctor. He actually wanted me to see his dietitian, who's actually a physician as well. And I went to speak with him. It was right around this time last year, and I was dealing with ascites really bad, and that hernia that I've spoken about before was, you know, protruding really bad, and I was really embarrassed about it. And I'd spoken with him and said, you know, when do you think that they'll do a surgery on me? He said, man, they're not going to touch you for like a year. There's just no way. And I started crying. I was really upset, and I was really hoping that he would tell me that they would fix it for me. And another thing that I have as well, I don't know if you can see, but these red splotches that I have on my face, especially on this side, I have them really bad on my nose as well, and some other places underneath my beard. You can't see them. And it's really hard to pick up in the camera right now, but I know you can see this little red splotch. It's not as bad on this side, but I have really bad spider veins that develop because of my drinking right here on my face and on my nose and some other spots. Which isn't that big of a deal to me. It just doesn't look all that great, and especially if I get really hot and get, you know, my face already gets red, and these areas will get really, really bright. And that doesn't bother me as bad as the hernia did, but my point is that he said, you know, it's going to be like a year or so before they're even going to think about touching it, if they will. And I was crying, and the physician told me, he said, hey man, you need to stop looking at this in the way that you're looking at it. He said, you need to take this stuff and you need to be proud of what you have going on, man. He said, all this, your hernia, the ascites, the marks on your face, all that stuff, he said, those are battle scars, man. And he said, you really need to be proud of those. He said, look at it differently than looking at it as, you know, something to be embarrassed about. He said, you need to wear those proudly. Those are scars, the amount of stuff that you've been through. He said, you're so lucky just to be alive right now, and for you to get upset because you have that stuff going on, he said, it just doesn't make any sense. He said, think about it like, be proud that you're still here and that you've made it through all that. He said, wear those proudly. So if any of you guys are out there and you're dealing with any kind of health consequences because of alcohol or something, you know, like the spider veins you have on your face, or you're dealing with ascites right now and you're embarrassed because of it, remember that you're lucky to be alive. And, you know, wear that stuff like a battle scar. And don't be embarrassed by it. There's no reason to be. Like I said before, nobody's paying any attention to you. No one's sitting there going, oh, that's gross or anything. Everybody's so focused in on their own personal lives that nobody's worried about you. Wear that stuff like a battle scar and be proud of it, because you made it through it and you're still here. And no matter where you're at in your sobriety, whether it be 2 days, whether it be 20 days or 2 years, be proud of the fact that you have made it to wherever you are. If you're 2 hours sober right now, be proud of that. It's something to be really proud of, because getting sober is not easy. This is really tough. And I know for a fact how tough it is. I mean, like I said, I've been through it. And you should really look at yourself and be proud of yourself for wherever you're at in your sobriety journey. I promise you that it's something that is, people that don't drink or don't do drugs could never understand how hard it is to quit. And what you have been through and what you have done is so significant. And you really, really, really need to be proud of yourself. You know, we have to take this day by day, and for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to deal with, you know, fighting those demons, and that's a real struggle. And for people that aren't addicts or alcoholics, they'll never get it, but I do, and all of you that are watching these videos that are dealing with it, you understand. So with that said, be proud of yourself, and pat yourself on the back sometimes. Don't beat yourself up. If you're sitting there thinking, man, it'd be nice to have a drink, we all do it. You're no different than anybody else, and don't think down on yourself because you're thinking that way. That's your mind. That's the addicted mind telling that you need those things. And you really should be proud of yourself for where you're at on your journey. Don't worry about the fact that you're thinking about that. I think about it every single day, and I'm sure most of you do as well. So I want everybody out there to have a Merry Christmas. Best of luck to you this year. Well, today on your sobriety journey. I know today is one of the toughest ones. We're all going to be around loved ones. That can get annoying sometimes. I know. Trust me. I don't see eye to eye with my family all the time. We argue and fight all the time. You know, and those are the times when, you know, you're already having a bad day, and then you go over to your family's house, and then you've got that one family member who just won't stop, and they're bugging you, and, you know, they know everything, and they're telling you, well, what you need to do is this, and what you need to do is that, and I know. I've been there. And don't let that break you down. Remember who the most important person is in this world, and that's you, and making sure that you're sober. And don't let those bad situations make you break on your sobriety. And if you do break, it's okay. We've all done it, and don't beat yourself up over that as well. If you've made it 2 years and you broke last night, well, guess what? Pick yourself back up off the floor and let's start back over again. There's no point in crying about it and all that stuff and beating yourself up over it. Just get back up and start over again. That's all you can do. Because if you continue down that road, you know where it's going to end up, and it's not going to end up well. So if something like that's happened over the holiday season, it's okay. It's completely fine. Just pick yourself back up. You can do it again. You did it once, and trust me, you can do it again if you've already done it. So don't beat yourself up, guys. Have a Merry Christmas. I'm wishing everybody the best of luck today. I love all you guys. Thank you so much for all the awesome comments. I am gonna, in the video description, I'm gonna go ahead and repost those links again. If any of you guys are having a really tough time, you're lonely, you're struggling really bad, and you don't know what to do, get on there and send me a friend request on Facebook and on Instagram, and you can direct message me. I'll talk to you. You know, as long as I'm not in the middle of doing something, don't feel bad. You can message me. I'm completely fine with it, and I would love to talk with you. If you're struggling right now and you need somebody to talk to, you have nobody else to speak with, you can message me. If I don't get right back to you, I promise you I will. And I just want to leave that open door for you guys. You know, hit me up. It's completely fine. I don't work right now because of my health issues. You know, it's Christmas Day today. We're about to go to my parents' house in just a little bit and spend the day over there, but I'll still speak with you if I'm not in the middle of doing something. If I'm just sitting on the couch and everybody's talking or whatever, you can message me. I promise you, it's completely fine. And I'm more than happy to speak with you and help you right now, okay? So don't feel bad about it. You can definitely message me. Send me a friend request on my Facebook and Instagram. The links will be in the video description for today, okay? And that's it, guys. Merry Christmas. Love all y'all. Have a great holiday, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.